For women, especially in the automotive industry or probably just in business in general, you need to understand how to access your own strengths. You need to recognize your strengths, and then you need to develop plans and ideas that put you in the position to show your strengths. For me, it was very difficult to recognize my own strengths. You know, sometimes women aren't real comfortable, you know, talking about what they think is really great about them, but you need to do it. And you need to know, when are you your best self, and what do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the team? And then don't try to put yourself in a different spot. Put yourself in that spot where you can show your strengths and you can share what you bring to the team. But you have to do it with humility. You have to understand that caring for people and servant leadership, you have to do it with humility or it seems fake. You know, it's very obvious to someone when you're not operating with true character of humility. And so I think it's so important to just figure out what it is you bring to the team. You know, are you the pitcher? Are you a first baseman? Are you the home run hitter? Or are you the leadoff bunt? You know, who are you? What do you bring to the table? And then own that spot. And don't try to take over anyone else's. My biggest accomplishment concerning a plan, this is difficult, but I think for me, launching the Academy, just because I was able to go from all the way from the conception of an idea to getting the approval, creating the business case, managing the construction project. I don't have any experience with that. That was my first time. Working with the engineering community, working with contractors. Then I hire all the people, design the space, and then develop the strategy for how are we going to run this? What are we going to do to change the community and change our people? And to be able to accomplish so much success with over 3,000 people paying back the investment, and I feel like we're really making a difference with our employees and in the community. To be able to do that in 1 year is, I think, is a pretty exciting accomplishment. I think that's my biggest accomplishment. For me, a plan is just the start. And you can have a great plan, but it won't change the world for anybody. It won't change reality unless you're able to get that plan executed. And so for me, you can't accomplish the execution of a plan in a meaningful way unless you can harness your purpose and the power of yourself and the power of others. The plan is the part that just needs to be done, but it can't live on its own. It can't live on its own. You have to do it right away, and you have to have a good plan. But a good plan doesn't turn into anything if you aren't able to access the power needed to execute the plan. And if you don't have people who share your purpose, it's just gonna be a plan on a piece of paper, and it won't be a reality. And so you find what your purpose is, and then you gotta make the plan now. But timing is everything. You have to be patient. So as you're making the plan, part of making the plan is understanding who has the power to make it a reality. I'm not the CEO, so I don't get to just do whatever I want. So I have to understand, sometimes I have the power, the authority to do something, and sometimes other people have that. So I've got to understand who has the power, how do I access it? That's part of your plan. And then you've got to convince people, plant some seeds, get your purpose into their hearts. When it lines up that people share a purpose and you can access the power you need, and you've already done the plan, when the time comes, you're ready to go. And that window only opens for a little bit. You got to be patient. I have plans for things that are sitting in my computer, in my desk, that I've spent hours working on, but the time's not right yet. But as soon as someone calls me and says the time's right, have you thought about this? Do you have some? Yes, actually, I was just about to ask you for your approval on a plan I've put together. Guess what? There it goes. You've got to wait till people The purposes line up, people have got to share your purpose, you have to be able to access the power, and you had to have the plan already done. Timing is the key.